Hello everybody, welcome to the tutorial The Magnificent Song by Vinicius de Moraes, written in 1971, Valsinha. The lyrics and sumptuous interpretation of which he entrusted to Chico Buarque. Its original key is much too high for me, so I transpose it by 3 semitones below. From the point of view of the harmonic difficulties, it does not change anything. This modification will be neutral from this point of view. On the other hand, Valsinha means a little valse, and it is in the 3 beats on the metric of the text that the difficulty is in. Because we cannot brace on the line opening the spectrum of the throat voice as wide as possible, but we will see that together. There is therefore no transposition to apply, but however, I recommend that you always read the description of everything I offer you on my channel to check what is the value of the transposition key and to apply if it's necessary. Naturally, if it at 0, symbolized by the 2 letters K and T, key transpose, it means there is nothing to modify. Today, for example, it's 0, but if you want to sing in the key of Chico Buarque, increase your piano by 3 semitones up. Above 1 2 3, you see, this is space, this is neutral position. Yes, maybe digital on your piano, I don't know, there's a lot of models. Well, I mean, or you have another solution, you transpose the harmonic chords in E flat. So let's have a look on the first chord, the introduction. She will be very simply, but it will be F diminished 7. Yes. So how to build a diminished 7? First, let's start by the first chord, the key on the scale of F. I'm talking in degrees, of course. 1 2 3 4 5 6 major 7 and roots. Okay, F F F F F. So let me give you a trick just before. On all my tutorials I've give you this trick because it's very important to make the difference between the major 7 and the 7. So you will find a semitone below the root, okay, the tonal, the fundamental position. A semitone below it will be, the note will be the major 7. Why? Because from the 5th it's 1 2 3 4 semitone above, it's a 3rd major, and the semitone below it will be in this case F7, F major 7, and the semitone below the major 7 you will always find the 7. Why? Because from the 5th is a 3rd dominant minor. It's a minor 3rd. Okay? F minor, F7, F major 7. But in C, you see, C, a semitone below. Of course, because it's work on all the tonalities, it doesn't. It would be not a trick if it was not. So C major 7, C7. So that we need first to build a diminished 7. So from the F7, okay, root, 3rd, 5th, 7, from the scale 1 2 3 4 5, natural scale, major 7 and root, 3rd, 5th, 7. We keep the root in place. We diminish a semitone below the 3rd, the 5th, and the 7, and then we have a F diminished 7. So F, F flat, B, and D, like this. But I reverse the root on the top, like this. Okay. So, and we start to play the note in descending position. F, D, B, A flat, and then we start to sing here. So let's have a look on the structure of the song. The song is 3 verse, refrain verse. I don't know exactly because there's 3 parts. Those are exactly the same on the point of view harmonic in the harmonic metric, but it is only the lyrics change. So we have 3 exactly, and then we have a last line for finishing the end of the song. But what is what I suggest is to talk in those three verse, is to talk in line, because you should have a big brace just before the line, but you didn't have time, just only on one line, and you have four line by on each verse. So the first line, for example, un dia ele chegou diferente, sou de cheiro de sempre chegar. We can brace on this is bam 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 on the metric, you see. And so we use a short voice on the middle voice, and the wide opening, because we start very low, and we're finishing on the fourth line, and but on the same line on the voice, but just at the highest position. So you see, it's not as so easy. But what is the most difficult is to play the line really on the beat, but and the beat are in three times. It's a valse. One, well, first position, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. So on one line, let's have a look on the three chords on the line. The first line, F diminished 7 2 3. Second will be E7, 1 2 3. Scale of E, 1 2 3 4 5 6, major 7 and roots at fifth 7. We have E, we have A flat, B, and D, that's the 7. You remember, you see, E, semitone, major 7, and semitone below, the 7. Easy. E7, and then we have A minor 7, okay, on this line. A minor 7, scale of A, 1 2 3 4 5 6, major 7, roots and minor, 5th and 7. Minor, why? Because it's 3 semitone up above the root. 4 semitone will be a major, A7 major, A minor 7, okay? The third in minor, 3 semitone, 4 semitone up from to the root, it will be major third, okay? So A minor 7, we keep the 5th and the 7 in place, at the 7, you see, bum, the root, 1 tone below, you see. That's the trick that I'm talking about just before. Well, check it out. 5th, 7 on place, root on the top, inverse, and the 3rd minor on the top. We're going to use this inversion, this position. You see, a lot of position. That's the same thing. You can make all the keyboard like that. But so we're going to use this one. So the E, the G, the A, and the C. And then we're going to use, because we have enough time sometime, but in this case we're going to have the time to use on the valse the first time on the root, and the 5th, 1 2 3 4, minor mode or major mode, it will be same thing. That the E, and we reverse, we keep the root and we reverse the E. So like this, from the start of this line. So a big brace just before, ele chegou tal diferente do seu jeito de sempre chegar. You see, we didn't have time. 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and then second line. So, and now just only with the chords. 1 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. That's the first line. Okay, again. 1 2. So we start by Gia. That's the first time. That's the note for the lunch. Okay, Gia. But the first time it's here, the main 1 2 3, and then the first time 1 2, and second and third time on the valse. The valse is in 3 times. 1 2 3, 1 2 3. So 1 2 3, second, and then we change the chord on the E7. 1 2 3, and then again A minor. We change 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, on the fifth, the root and the fifth. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and now with the lyrics. G. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, I do that in extension, but this is just only for the tutorial, of course. G, A, La, She, Gutau, G, Feren, G, Do, Seu, G, Tu, G, Sempre, Chega, 1, 2, 3. See, and now, believe me, you are at the end of the brace. Now, and now on the second line, it will be exactly the same chords. Again, all you. One time, the first time. All you. De um jeito muito mais quengido que sempre costumava olhar. 2, 3. Okay? So again. All you. Third line, we change the chord now. We use the A7, but same thing. We should have a big brace just before the third line. Okay, we don't. Because you can't go at the end if you at the end of the line if you don't brace a lot. Big. It's funny. So A7. From the third minor become a major, okay? That's the modification. And on natural position, A, D flat, E, sorry, and G. That's the 7, okay? And now, Mauji se a vida. And then we use on the first time the third. Moes, he won't replay the third, okay? Tanto quanto era sujeito. The third chord will be a D minor 7. So it will be very interesting to use this reverse, this one. Scale of D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root, root third, fifth, 7. Root sun minor, fifth and 7. We keep the fifth and the 7 in place. We inverse the root, the D, and the F on the top. So we have A, C, D, F. You see, it's harmonic. The point of view of harmonic position is really easy. The difficulty is to play the valse very slowly in time and to have the lyrics online like this. Okay, so again. E now Mauji sa vida tanto quanto era soggetto G sempre farà. 2, 3. So yes, we're going to use the fifth also to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major mode or minor mode. Not important that the root was important. So the root and the fifth. So we're going to use the A on the bottom like this. So again, from the harmonic position on the third line. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So and now with the text. Don't forget to brace a lot. And now Mauji sa vida tanto quanto era sujeito de sempre falar. See? And then on the first line, don't forget to big brace. We change chord again. Now we're going to use the B7, scale of B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 in the root. So that the 7, the 5th, the 3rd, and the root. So I suggest to, because we are playing the root on the top, to forget the root, but to reverse the 7 on the bottom, you see? To play A, E flat, and G flat, like this. And we're going to use after the 3rd, that 1, 2, 3, that the 3rd, the E flat. So again, hey, yes, but I should for to sing because well I have transposed the notes, but and I didn't make that this one from the view. E não é mal de vida tanto quando eu de sempre falar. Yes, in name they should, in name they should, in name they should, okay? In name they should, a sonum canto. Okay, you use a third now. Para seu grande espanto. 1, 2, 3, E7 again. Convido-a pra voltar. And then you finish by a E, the end of the verse. You finish by a E7 flat 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Major 7 root 9 flat 9. You can tell me yes, but it's F diminished 7. Yes, the root was a F, but the root is not the F. The root will be the E. So in E, that's the flat 9, and now the F diminished 7. But of course, it's the same thing. I mean, if it's more easy for you, you can write F diminished 7 and a slash with an E on the bass. It's another possibility of writing. Okay, so let's have a look on the slowly on the time on the first line. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so all the line now, the first line with the lyrics. Big brace. E nem deixo a só num canto para o seu grande espanto, convido-a para voltar. Okay? Okay? So maybe I sing from the thought all this full verse, the full verse. Okay? From the start. Big breath, don't forget, first line. Dia ele chego tá diferente, o seu dito de sempre chegar. 2, 3, big breath, second line. Olho de um jeito muito mais quendido que sempre costumava olhar. 2, 3, third line, big breath. E não maldice a vida tanto quanto era sujeito de sempre falar. Yes, from here on the bottom, it's up to you. Same thing. Fourth line, in the big breath. E nem deixo a só num canto para seu grande espanto, convido-a para voltar. Okay? That's the note, the song. Okay. So that's all. If you want to make a fantasy, you can make some reverse of something like this. If you want to appropriate the song, so it's option, of course. Second verse, it will be exactly the same thing. This the lyrics change. So I suggest to play all the line together, okay? And on tau, that's the first time, okay? The first beat. Então ela se fez bonita como há muito tempo não queria usar. 3, okay? Again from the beat on the time. 1, 2, 3, okay? Então ela se fez bonita como há muito tempo não queria usar. 1, 2, 3, okay? So again from it will be exactly the same. F diminished 7, 1, 2, 3, E7, 1, 2, 3, A minor 7, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then second line. Come first beat on seu. Como se, big brace, huh? Como seu vestido decotado, cerrando a guarda d'oggi tanti esperan. 2, 3, okay? Again. Com seu vestido decotado, cerrando a guarda d'oggi tanti esperan. 2, 3. Big brace, a line, okay? Depois depois in the middle, in the middle one, and then you push your stomach. You push your stomach for arrive the air on the brace, okay, on your mouth. So again, A7, A7, 1, 2, 3, with the third on the T sharp, 1, 2, 3, and D, 1, 2, 3, and A, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So with the lyrics now, depois, the first beat, depois os dois derrochos baixos, como há muito tempo não se usava dar. 1, 2, 3. I didn't brace enough. I was concentrated on the harmonic. That's that's not good, my dear. So again, depois os dois derrochos braços, como há muito tempo não se usava dar. You see, and now it's easy. You see why? Because I take a big brace. Okay, the first line. A, B, first maybe the chord, the B, 1, 2, 3, on B, on E flat, 1, 2, 3, E7, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, and E flat, E7, flat 9, okay? So again, from depois, they 1, 2, 1, depois os dois derrochos braços, como há muito tempo não se usava dar. First line, e cheios de ternura e graça, foram para a praça e começaram a se abraçar. See? Then and the fourth, no, the third, verse, same one, same thing. Big brace. E ali dançaram tanta dança que a vizinhança toda despertou. 1, 2, 3. Second line. First beat. E foi tanta felicidade que toda a cidade se iluminou. 1, 2, 3. Third line. E foi, big brace. E foram tantos beijos loucos, tantos gritos roucos, como não se ouvia mais. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And then the end. Que o So you can, if you can make something like this, it will be better, of course. But if you can't, you can use the reverse like this. Que o mundo compreendeu. For example, e o dia amanheceu em paz, and you finish by A minor. Okay. Roots at fifth, roots and minor fifth root, but you can maybe embellish with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7, 8, 9, the major 7 and the 9. You say it's so beautiful, but it's an option, of course. You can finish like this. Que o mundo compreendeu, or very simply, you stay on A minor. Que o mundo compreendeu e o dia amanheceu em paz. example, or like this one. You can use the reverse, you see, very easy. Or what I suggest for you, this A minor major 7/9, okay, would be so beautiful, okay. So maybe what I suggest is to play all the song with you again and very slowly. I know you have the guide if you want to see everything, but maybe it will be interesting to see again the beat 1, 2, 3 and line by line. Okay, first verse, first line, introduction, intro, bam bam bam, big brace. Dia ele chegou tal diferente do seu jeito de sempre chegar. 1, 2, 3, second line, big brace. Olha de jeito muito mais quingido que sempre costumava olhar. 1, 2, 3, third line, big brace. E não maldice a vida tanto quanto era seu jeito de sempre falar. 1, 2, 3, fourth line, first verse, B7, big brace. E nem deixo só num canto pra seu grande espanto, convido-a pra voltar. At the end of first verse, second verse, big brace, first line. Então ela se fez bonita como há muito tempo não queria usar. 1, 2, 3, second line, big brace. Com seu vestido decotado, cheirando aguardado de tanto esperar. 1, 2, 3, okay? Third line, big brace. Expôs os dois dedos, os braços, como há muito tempo não se usava dar. 1, 2, 3, okay? Fourth line, second verse, big brace. E cheio de ternura e graça foram para a praça e começaram a me se abraçar. It's comfortable because I have enough brace for finishing. Okay. So at the end of the second verse, third verse, and the last one. First beat, big brace. E ali dançaram tanta dança que a vicenza nota toda sorry, again. E ali dançaram tanta dança que a vicenza toda despertou. 1, 2, 3, okay. Second line, first beat, big brace. E foi tanta felicidade que toda a cidade se iluminou. 1, 2, 3, okay? Don't forget the 1, 2, 3, okay? Third line, big brace. E foram tantos beijos loucos, tantos gritos loucos, como não se ouvia mais. 1, 2, 3, okay? And the end, que o mundo compreendeu. A minor, ok? E o dia amanheceu. A7, E7, em paz. Oh, it's up to you. There's a lot of possible options. But this one would be good, this one also too, that's the two option, or a lot of, as it's so poetic, the text, the lyrics is so poetic, so beautiful. So you decide by yourself, but most important, don't forget the time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then big brace. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, big brace. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, big 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Second verse. Big breath. Então ela se fez bonita como muito tempo não queria usar. Como seu vestido de caduco, tirando o guardado de tanto esperar. Okay, I do it in exaggeration, because you hear what I'm doing, but normally discreetly, very soft, okay? Take a big breath, but very far away, like this. Despois os dois dedos baixos, como há muito tempo não se usava dar. E cheio de turno, regraça, foram abraçada, começaram a se abraçar. You say you didn't hear me to brace. Like this, for example. E ali dançaram tanta dança que a vizinhança toda despertou. You didn't hear me to brace, you see. E foi tanta felicidade que toda a cidade se iluminou. Sorry. E foram tantos beijos loucos, tantos gritos loucos como não se ouvia mais. Que o mundo compreendeu e o dia amanheceu em paz. For example, of course. So I hope you enjoy, because it's so beautiful song. I know it's a little vast and she's in Latin, but she's from Chico Buarque and Vinicius de Moraes, are the big composers, and I love them. Like Tom Jobim, of course, that if you explore my channel, you may be discovering a lot of so beautiful from this genius. And maybe also to a big playlist to my passion for Michel Legrand, and I've done my best to give you a lot of tutorials for beginners. I know this, you can tell me, but it's a really good start for the independent 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. To begin by a vals, it may be, everything is interesting to progress, to make a lot of progress. The vals, the different rhythm, okay? Because you see in the bossa nova it doesn't work. Differenza oggi tu di sempre chegar, doesn't work, you see. Olho usando jeito muito mais tingido que sempre costumava olhar. No, that's bad, completely bad. This doesn't work. It's a little valsinha, it's a little vals. Dia ela chegou tal diferente, sou o dito de sempre chegar. So beautiful, it's a little vals. So thank you very much for your attention and your fidelity, and I hope to see you again on my channel. And don't forget, this is only one word: enjoy. Enjoy. Thank you very much. Bye bye.